proxy pylon, shit. Okay, you killed this one DT, you stopped me harassing base number 4, and you're going to stop base number 5. Shit, I'll warp in another DT and send him right to base number 4. And this gives you loads of time. It only takes 100 seconds for a Nexus to finish.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it only takes, let me look it up, 25 seconds for a pylon to finish and 40 seconds for a cannon to finish. So in 75 seconds,
time it'll take them. I mean,
yeah, exactly, exactly. And, you know, if you're patient and you're doing it right in multiple places, 75 seconds you will definitely have, and all of a sudden you have an expand, and you have it cannoned up already, you know. And if you have Templar to move over there, then it really is safe, like extra safe, because cannons really are just like a time buying measure. Like, he'll have to kill the cannons before he kills your workers.
Oh yeah, they are.
And then you can run your workers in those.
Outright killing the base.
Exactly, you can run your workers in that time.
Really deal with them.
Yeah, exactly. Because, I mean, the cannons are not going to kill him, but you can run your workers in the time you buy, and you can get your stalkers over there in the time you buy. So 75 seconds and 100 seconds for Nexus, totally doable. Whereas when I was at your level, even when I was in Diamond, even High Diamond, I felt like I could never expand. But these are the things. You need to expand while you have him back. It's intuitive, but it's also a lot to think about, so I understand why it takes time and practice for people to really get good at. So yeah, that's DTs. Super useful. Also, you can save on gas and morph Archons with them, because 9 times out of 10 you're going to have extra mins, especially if he's being really patient and good at stopping you from expanding, because that's really where you want to put your mins, once you have enough stalkers and enough cannons.
Alright.
So I skipped a point, but I kind of implied this. Scouting... Oh, wait, no, I didn't skip this. Remember how I said I put down my robo when I was doing the 4-gate pressure? Well, my 4-gate pressure got denied. Do you remember that? Yeah. And then chroned out 2 observers. Scouting the mutas are super important, because starting off with the 6 stalkers already ready to defend where he's going to hit, which is 9 times out of 10 your main first, just completely sets you off on the right foot, because then where's he going to go? You know, your main, your natural, you know, your third probably has cannons, just because no matter what build the Zerg's doing, you need cannons at your third. You know, Mass Roach or Infestor timing, you know, you need cannons. So you can just position those 6 stalkers or 8 stalkers at your
Hello?
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah, I just checked the Skype message real quick. And you can just keep your stalkers at your ramp in between your main and natural, and then you're golden. You can start building cannons. You can start getting your tech ready for DTs, or if you think you're saturated enough in your third or defended enough, or if you think you want to just go for a timing push, you can go straight for Templar, not even go for DTs. You're golden. So that's why the observer, like sending it to his base first thing. Usually I shift click around his base, but that's a little bit of a bad habit to get in case he goes for like blind spines, or if you started with air, like if you opened air, obviously that's a complete different situation entirely. But say you open air and you transition into robo, and then you just shift click your observer, he's gonna have spores because you had air units, so you're just gonna kill your observer. But yeah, scouting the spire, super important.
Yep, of course.
So yeah, I was gonna say, you have other options to stop DTs, or to keep the mutas back. Like if you have proxy pylons set up, kind of like mine, like see mine, above the right watchtower, like straight vertical from the right watchtower. That's a good positioning. The tower's not gonna see it, and you can warp in things and keep them there, like assuming that the pylon is hidden, and you'd see if there's an overlord near it. Warp in things there. The moment the mutas hit you again, defend, and as you're defending, send the zealots in, and that can buy you like about half as much time. That can buy you a good 30 seconds. Or warp prism is a good option. You make a warp prism, you send it along the edges of the map.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like the warp prism, it can get easily shut down. I mean, I guess.
Okay. The warp prism can easily get shut down, and I've seen Huck and Hero cope with this. They literally just make more warp prisms. The advantage of zealots is you save your gas. You go straight to Templar and Archons, and you save your gas, and you get a timing while still keeping them back. But you need pylons set up, and they have full map control with a Ling Muta build, Muta Ling. So that's going to be hard. So the way Hero and Huck do it, they just work on their timing, putting all their gas towards their timing, and their mins are going to be high because they don't necessarily need them and they can't expand. So they just remake the warp prism, or even make 2 warp prisms at a time, send them in 2 different directions, load them up with 4 zealots straight away, or maybe load up one of them with 4 zealots, or maybe don't load them up at all with 4 zealots because that's kind of risky if the mutalisks catch it. You have to drop them, and then you'll drop them in the middle of nowhere, and then they'll get killed. But that can definitely be a good way to buy you time. Obviously, it's not nearly as good. Like DTs have way more things that they can force upon your opponent, but you know you have the gas to consider. So that's definitely there are definitely other possibilities, is what I'm saying.
Okay. So we're 13 minutes into the game.
Yeah, let's resume and hit ×2. Go.
All right.
Actually, let's go ×4. Go.
All right.
I'm at
×4.
Yep.
Shit. I'm at 1330.
I'm at 1350 right now.
All right. Right there.
Okay. One thing I've seen Huck the Hero do is if you know.
Oh, did he kill your clock pylon?
Yeah, I guess he did. So I had to warp a DC at home, but I warped in 4, and so I send 1 straight to his common 4th, send 2 to his 3rd, which kind of sucks. He already had Overseer.
Yep.
And he already had Overseer at his natural and his. Oh no, never mind. I got it in his main. So almost killed a queen. His main is down.
Oh yeah.
8 workers.
Oh yeah. The Overseer.
So.
Okay.
And this is buying me time. See, you see how I'm being really patient. I sent the DT over to my 4th to kill the worker, so the next time I do give myself time, I can just straight take a base. Now I'm moving out here and taking the pocket base, and I'm expanding behind an attack. Now pause it real quick. Now this is kind of silly of me because of possible counterattacks. I should have stayed with the base for a couple seconds longer, or maybe left one of my Templar, because I got a shit ton of I got 9 Templar with all with at least 1 Psystorm, a couple of them with 2.
Are good.
So I should have left at least 1 behind. Should have waited for the cannons to finish. But in general, it's a good practice to expand behind an attack. Now,
lucky for you, it looks like he's just going for your 4th right now. He's looking to deny that, or I don't know.
Yeah, and I'm about to catch his mutas. I'm about to catch his mutas. If you look at the bottom middle, but I decided to go for a timing. And after the timing, take the 4th, because the DTs didn't really buy me that much time. The Overseers were already done at both of the bases that I hit with the DTs. You know what I mean? It still ended up doing damage because he had to defend at multiple points, and I guess he wasn't quite up to the task. But yeah, it didn't really do damage. Didn't really buy me time. Bought me like 20 seconds. So I decided to change up my strategy. What the fuck was I gonna say? What was I talking about? DTs?
No, we already.
If you know, and I was talking about the timing, like when you want to, I'm like talking about things that I don't even know, or like I do know them obviously, but I don't like think about them on a regular basis, just because I don't know. Maybe this daily or the Tempest Stormwatch daily will help me remember. But basically, when do you want to go for the DT harass, or when do you want to go for a straight timing push? Well, if you scouted them and you're pretty sure they don't have any other tech, or you're pretty sure they're going to get maxed on mutas, or they already are maxed on mutaling, then playing defensive for a little bit longer, going for a timing, is a great decision, because you know that his army's not going to be able to beat yours. He's either going to have to base trade, and if you have your cannons and your Templar at home, which I have a Templar with a Storm in my main, and a Templar with a Storm in my, or about to be a Storm, in my 3rd, and my 3rd has 6 cannons, and my main has a lot, Jesus Christ, but spread out a little bit too much, so we'll say 4. So his counterattack won't, like I said, it won't do so hot once he has to retreat from the base race. So yeah, if you know he's maxed on mutiling, don't go for DTs, go for a different kind of harassment and buy time, and go for the timing, because his maxed army is going to suck cock against your maxed army. You know, that's just the simple way of saying it. You know, mutalisks are really good. They have a a part in the game, so do Lings, but in a straight engagement with a Protoss army, especially a Protoss army with 9 Templar, like...
Yep. And you're 2-1 against his, let's see. He's 1-0 on his Lings.
And 1-1 on Mutas. 1-1 on Mutas is pretty good, but 0-1 on Lings is kind of bad. But it's because he's been behind on drones for a portion of the game. But yeah, I think that's when you should probably go for the timing instead of the DTs take a 4th. So he counterattacks. I have to count. You ready to hit play? I'm at 1836.
I'm at 17. Are you at 4 times speed?
Yes. I'm going down to 2 though.
You let me know until you get 17 minutes. 17.
I'm at 1836. So you catch up to 1836.
Oh, what the fuck?
I guess I was on time before, a little bit longer than you.
All right, hold on. Well, it's going. I'm only at 17:30.
Okay, go on times 8.
8.
Or if you want to save it, I don't know. Just times 8 to catch up to me. I don't know. Let's just go down to faster. Once you get to 1836, tell me, like, say now, and I'll hit play.
All right. Now.
Okay. I'm on just faster, not times 2. Yep. So he's counterattacking. That sucks. But if he tries to go into any of my bases, I should have enough cannons and Psystorm to defend. So I'm fine with that. Also, I kind of caught some of his mutas.
Oh yeah.
Which is awesome. Like any little damage I can do makes his army even shittier against mass cycles. Now, we'll have to do another Tempest Storm watch to learn about like if they're going for the mass spine crawler technique because I'm not fully versed.
Oh yeah, but he should have. I mean, he didn't grown up enough. He didn't have enough money to actually do that style.
Hey,
so that's like mutas. That's the best way to do mutas. Basically, you just basically harass the mutas. You have so much tank.
Yeah, no, you're right. He is literally running his mutas in a circle, lol, because he knows I have so many Psystorms.
Well, he can't do shit.
Up. Yeah, he can't. I mean, he can split up and engage, but I have enough Psystorms to hit all the things he splits. So he loses a third, and I lose a fourth. He loses the drones at the third. I lose no workers in my fourth. Just very.
Yeah, that's GG right there. I mean, but like I said earlier, with the mutas, since he was just so behind. I mean, look at the workers killed. You killed 30. I think before this attack, before any of this happened, you killed 33 workers.
Yeah.
So he was behind a lot.
And you know, it's mostly because when he first hit with the mutas, or was it with the mutas? I don't remember, but when I got those 4 zealots into his natural, he just did not see. He could have easily ran away and defended it, but he did not see, and he lost like a good 20 from there, and he was not having a fun time from there. But, you know, that doesn't really alter his muta count, so this game still applies to timings of defending against mutas. So yeah, it looks like there's not much left in him.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna times 8 times 8 out of this replay.
Yeah.
Just doing little DT stuff, scouting his tech. He's going for Greater Spire, but unluckily for him, you know, like Psystorm was actually a really good thing.
Well, he won't get this weekend.
Yeah,
he only has spaces. What is he gonna make, like 1 food lord?
Got 3.
Oh, does he really?
Yep.
Well.
That's one. But yeah, no, he's good on there. And Psystorm is actually a very good counter to Broodlords. It sounds silly, and you know they're ground units, so it's hard to get them in position.
They eat the full damage.
Yeah, they eat the full damage. You know, they have more health than mutas, but mutas are like the 3rd fastest unit in the game or something. So.
I mean, think of it. You said Storm does 80 damage. Is that what you said?
Absolutely.
Over the course of the whole thing.
80
damage, and they had 225 health. Is that what I saw? So that's like
3 Psystorms.
A third.
Though honestly, once you get 1 or 2 good Psystorms, you can just blink in your Stalkers and likely finish up the rest. So let's see if there's anything else I wanted to talk about. You have to be really. You have to like know what you're doing. You have to be ready to execute. You know what I mean? When I first played mutas, I was like, oh my god, he's counterattacking. Like, what do I turn around? What do I do? But you need. Do what?
I get flustered.
Yeah, no, I definitely did too. I still do, you know. I might stream tomorrow. We'll see if I rage, you know, against stupid shit happening to me. Because I hate it when I take a little bit too much damage against a mass roach, all in, or like timing, I guess, and they decide to tech switch to mutas. But since,
because it's like obviously.
Yeah, they're fully saturated on 3 base, so they can start off with like 14 mutas. So I don't have much. I barely defended the roaches, and 14 mutas swoop my base, and I'm just like, wah.
I've had instances where they just, I've done quite a bit of damage to them, but they'll tech switch into mutas, and then they'll kill off like a lot of my economy, because I'll like try and go for their base. I'll be very indecisive about it, because I have to go, I can just kill them.
Yeah.
But since they still have a decent economy, they can churn out just enough stuff at their at home base to be able to.
And that's why, and it puts Protoss in an awkward situation. That's why you get like 6 cannons. That's why you always, I mean, I know like I would have, there's no